PornHub is breaking up with Florida. More on that coming up, but first, Teamsters unions at 5 additional Amazon facilities have voted to go on strikes following similar action in New York City and Illinois. The International Brotherhood of Teamsters, IBT, announced in a statement that union members unanimously approved measures to authorize strikes in 4 Southern California facilities and a 5th facility in Atlanta. The 4 Southern California facilities are based in City of Industry, Palmdale, Victorville, and San Bernardino, according to SiliconValley.com. This brings the total number of Amazon facilities that have authorized worker strikes to 8. The total includes a facility in Skokie, Illinois, and 2 New York City warehouses on Staten Island and in Queens. The IBT represents just under 10,000 workers in 10 Amazon facilities nationwide. These facilities approved to strike right in the middle of the holiday shopping season, one of the busiest and most lucrative times of the year for the online retail giant. Amazon crews went on strike to protest against low wages, hazardous working conditions, and Amazon's illegal refusal to recognize their union, according to IBT statements. Find the latest on this story and more at Engadget.com. The pornographic website PornHub is adding Florida to its list of states to block starting next year. Gizmodo reported that Floridians who visited the porn website recently were greeted with a warning that says, quote, "You will lose access to PornHub in 14 days, unquote, thanks to a new state law that requires an ID to visit the website. PornHub has already blocked a number of states from accessing its wealth of sexually explicit content because of new state laws that require visitors to provide a valid government ID to verify their age for access. Florida's legislature passed its Porn ID law, and Governor Ron DeSantis signed it into law on March 25th as part of a series of regulations intended to protect minors from explicit materials. The Adult Entertainment Trade Association, the Free Speech Coalition, is fighting Florida's law in federal court, according to the Florida Times-Union. Florida will become the 13th state to institute an age verification law for adult websites. Florida follows Texas, Utah, Arkansas, Virginia, Montana, North Carolina, Mississippi, Idaho, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, and Nebraska that all have ID verification laws on its books. Not only does this impinge on the rights of adults to access protected speech, it fails strict scrutiny by employing the least effective and yet also most restrictive means of accomplishing the state's stated purpose of allegedly protecting minors, according to the official PornHub blog. The PornHub blog also states that the company is concerned about the safety and welfare of children, but the idea of using identification creates more risks with users' safety and privacy. The Louisiana law in particular has no state regulator overseeing the new law's implementation, which results in a flawed enforcement regime, the PornHub blog states. Thanks for listening to the show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributor Danny Gallagher and was produced by Spoken Layer. I'm Imran Sheikh, and as always, we'll talk more next week.
Spoken Layer.